Video games are art. It's a matter of law, in the same category as books, plays, and movies. Super Mario Bros. Is in the Smithsonian American Art Museum in an exhibition entitled The Art of Video Games. As visual art, this and all games warrant study. As important visual texts, they should be valued. This is my primary argument. In this video essay, I will discuss this, analysing visual techniques employed in Earthbound as an example of a seminal text that progressed the medium with regards to storytelling and artistic merit. I will use the lens of the formal elements to isolate the visual methods used for the creation of meaning and their foundation in psychoanalytic theory, ultimately demonstrating how these choices have effect, meaning, and therefore value. In a game, the player has agency, interacting with its components, an aspect no other medium can emulate. Some games, such as the Stanley Parable, even let players' decisions directly dictate outcomes. Due to their nature as a visual text, the players can observe the results of these actions. This induces an environment where the player is immersed. Stanley Parable, for instance, uses this dissonance, human freedom in a programmed game, to engage in the determinism/free will debate. Earthbound uses this immersion to invoke a response, elevating narrative. The 16-bit engine created technical limitations, however, Earthbound pushes these boundaries. Whilst playing it invoked distinct emotional reactions, from anger to laughter. One reason is the visual journey Ness takes throughout. The formal elements contribute to this too. The game begins in the most normal of places, the childhood home. With regimented defined lines, these are safe and familiar, the colour palette and tone complementary. This primarily consisting of bright greens and blues. Compared to the final encounter, the difference is striking. Here, the lines are unclear, palette red and black. To achieve this, Earthbound is rich in visual Jungian archetypes and employs these to portray Ness's adventure towards self-actualisation. The narrative follows the essential hero's journey, or monomyth, as laid out by Joseph Campbell. Ness literally receiving a call to adventure from Buzz. Throughout, dreams and imagination are key in the visuals and narrative. The characters too can be read as representations of Freud's model, Ness as ego porky as id. In the game, Ness transcends bodily concerns, literally becoming a pure, selfless superego, becoming a robot. The visual metaphor relays meaning to players who may be young. The robot has sharp lines, is dull and grey, unappealing. Ness goes from young, round, bright to the dull, box, individuated adult form. In this sense, visualizing the character's distance from humanity in form and environmental tone creates meaning and understanding. Ultimately, the use of visual metaphor communicates the message of the piece, making meaning through visuals. Profound and emotional, Earthbound is an important visual text, emblematic of the potential of the video game medium. Lisa and Undertale continue its legacy. Through visuals, it explores themes of self-actualization and growth meaningfully. Through the player's immersion in these visuals and their artistic and emotional effect, it can be said to have value.